Hey y'all, so today I'm going to be doing a review of the M74 men's underwear or boxers from CARER Incontinence products, and you can find these on their website. I'll put a link below. But anyways, I've had a really good experience with these incontinence underwear. Their absorbency, according to the website, is 80 ml or 80 milliliters. And you can get them in this, I'm guessing this is kind of a blue, is it blue or is it green? Or kind of a black gray combination. The main thing I like about these is they're super breathable, aside from being really comfortable. You can see there's holes on the side right there. And this is size small. I am 195 pounds, 6 feet tall. The size small is really super comfortable on me. You can see there are also ventilation holes in the back. I would say these would probably be very good for someone who is working out or super active, although they're excellent and super comfortable for everyday wear as well. And not only is the part with the ventilation holes breathable, but also is the all the other material around the underwear. And I really love the waistband, very tall. Doesn't dig into your hips or your waist, and it is very sturdy. I think this is something you could probably wash a whole bunch of times and it would keep its sturdiness on the waistband. We'll take a look at the pad inside, or the pouch, whatever you want to call it. It does not go up all the way up the back, but these are just meant for a light dribbles, light incontinence, that sort of thing. And actually wore these to a hockey game, a sports event, for quite a while. And what I really liked about it is every time I go to use the urinal, you know, I always have like a little bit of drip afterwards in the front area. So because there's no toilet paper in, you know, in front of or beside men's urinals and restrooms, you always get that little bit of dribble as a guy. I would imagine most men have this issue. I know I do for sure. But it's just very nice to catch that little bit of dribble. And, you know, or it would be good for someone with super light incontinence. But there's something else you can do with this, and I will try this on here in a second, but you can also combine it, you know, with some pads. I'm going to try it on with some different pads. I'll show you what it looks like when we're in the Depend Guard for Men. This is something that's very common. You can get, you know, in Walmart or most drugstores. Also going to try this Tena Super Pad in it. And I'm going to try this North Shore pad. I think it's maybe a size large. It's a pretty good size one. And at the end, I'm also going to try this Tena Overnight, and I'll show you how all four look. And I'll also try it without the pads, you know, depending on your level of absorbency. But I'm thinking this will be great for holding in these pads because it's just such a supportive underwear. And I've been looking for the perfect underwear to wear in conjunction with my incontinence pads. You know, if I'm not having heavy leakage, if I'm having like moderate to light leakage, pads do work great for me. But yeah, let's go ahead and try this one on. I'll show you how it looks. All right, so I'm now wearing the M74 incontinence underwear from CARER Incontinence. And hopefully the shadows aren't too bad there because I kind of got the phone at a lower angle, but hopefully you can see that underwear. There's the front right there. I'll do a spin. There's the side, nice breathable side there. And there's the back. You can see they are very form-fitting. Here's the other side, and yeah, a little bit of a gut. So even with that gut there, this waistband is still very, very comfortable. And this would definitely fit almost most body sizes and shapes. Of course, you just want to go ahead and get your size for it to fit properly. Not too tight around the legs, not too loose. Like when I was wearing them at the hockey game, they weren't sliding up or anything like that. And the waistband never rolled over. So that's one benefit to having that tall waistband right there. Oh, and what I was going to say about the pads and the underwear, I've tried a lot of mesh underwear, like medical underwear from different companies. And the mesh underwear, like it seems like after the first wear, they become super loose and are unusable. Like I'd like to get a couple uses out of them, but I never can. Or other brands of that mesh hospital style underwear. It's just that white cheap underwear, if you know what I'm talking about, that hospitals provide people sometimes. Some of them are just too loose, and I find like especially wearing the hospital style mesh underwear with like these, like I just have leaking issues in the night if I'm using them for using the pads for bedwetting. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking like these are like like pretty form-fitting and fairly firm. Not too firm, but fairly firm. Might be just firm enough to hold these pads in place. So we're gonna see. Maybe I'll wear one of these one night, and I'll let you guys know in the future how it worked out with these. But we will try on some different pads here, and I'll show you how it looks. All right, I'm now wearing the North Shore pad with the M74 CARER underwear. You can see the front, not too bulky. I'd still feel comfortable wearing that under jeans or sweatpants or whatever. And there's the back. I'm going to bend down a couple times, a little active, and I'm just seeing if the pad is shifting around. No, the pad has not moved at all. I still feel like it's very comfortable in between the legs, not chafing. The leg guards have stayed up, and that is because the underwear is fairly firm and keeping the pad in place. These are actually turning out to be very good underwear to place pads into. So let's go ahead and try the Tennis Super Overnight. This is the big dog right here. This is what you would use if you had heavier incontinence or if you were a bedwetter. So let's go ahead and try these. Oh, and just real quick, I'll show you these Tennis Overnight pads, how big they are. You can see how long my torso is. The pad is longer than my torso, so nice thing about these, they have a sticky at the back and the front, so not too hard to put on, but also they have a couple things to keep them in place. They also have the dual leg gathers right there. So all right, let's try them on. Okay, so I have the Tennis Overnight pad on. Now essentially this pad is a diaper, like it is very absorbent in terms of pads. And the only thing it really doesn't have is the side tapes, you know, the part that goes around. But so far, I'm feeling like these are very secure. And, you know, I think that these underwear might not just be great for light bladder leakage, but also could double as holding a large bladder control pad in place. And, okay, we're going to do the spin for you right now. You can see it's obviously a bit more bulky up front, but that is the because the pad is quite a bit thicker, so that's understandable. Let's move around a little bit. Do a little exercise. They have not shifted one bit. I'm actually very impressed with these M74 underwear. I do recommend these actually. I cannot find any single flaw with them. You know, they're going to be like for lighter incontinence, but as you can see here, if you have heavy incontinence, you can also throw a pad in them. And another use I could think of is, you know, some of you that wear adult diapers, sometimes, with especially cloth backed, like the tapes can slip or they're a little bit loose. I think this would be great for wearing over adult diapers as well, just to keep everything in place. This is very form-fitting. I know I've said it before, but anyways, that's it. I've pretty much discussed everything that I can about this. Or you know what? Maybe we'll do one more test. Maybe I'll just pee in them a little bit. I'll take the pad out and we'll see how it actually holds up. Obviously, I can't go too much because it is only rated for 80 ml. And we'll just see how comfortable it is. And okay, we'll see you in the next scene here. Okay, so not to give you guys too much information, but I guess I'll just say how it is. I peed a little bit in these M74 underwear, not too much, just a little bit, just to kind of simulate a dribble, and it handled a bit more than a dribble. I didn't want to push them too much, but you can see like they did not leak, and they're actually very dry. There's no like wetness on the side. But yeah, you wouldn't want to use them for like a full-on, you know, pee or anything like that. But if you're just having super light dribbles, I think these are going to be great for you. The only thing is, once you do use them, you do have to take them off and wash them. So if I'm kind of thinking, if you are going to be wearing them all day and you have constant dribbles, maybe use them in conjunction with a men's bladder control pad or something like that. And then, you know, if it's getting closer to the end of the day and you want to be a little bit more comfortable, you can take the pad out. You know, if you know that you're going to be heading home soon at the end of a work day or something like that, or if you're already home and you just want to sit back, relax, and enjoy the full comfort of the M74 underwear, go ahead and take your pad out, and it will handle a little a very light dribble or light leaks. So yeah, I definitely give these 2 thumbs up. I'm gonna give them a 10 out of 10 for sure for what they are. And yeah, I know I wore them for I wore them all day when I went to that hockey game. I wore them from the morning all the way through the time when I went to bed, and yeah, there was no issues with them. They were super comfortable. Didn't even realize I was wearing boxers. Really, they were so light and airy. But anyways, that's it. That's my review on the M74 underwear from CARER, and I will include the link in the description below if you want to check them out. Thanks for watching.